GearNetwork.com.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
So, Fatman.
So, Sleazy.
So I see NXT has gone the way of the Velveteen Dream.
A rape charge?
Wow.
I meant more colorful logo, but let's talk more about that on The Wrestling Show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
It's the Fat Man.
And welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode. Wouldn't be The Wrestling Show without some controversy, I guess. Today we have Ryan Williams. Ryan and Fat Man are, well, if Ryan can catch his breath long enough. Hang on, I'll wait.
Right, yo.
I mean...
I'm good.
You good?
I'm not, but I'm good.
I need you to say, hey, yo.
Hi, yo.
Thank you.
Wow.
Already I'm thinking about cutting this promo out. So today we're going to talk about NXT's last show of this era, ... question mark. I know there's going to be a lot of interesting things we talk about today as well in news and rumors, but I think I'll be interested to hear from you guys with NXT. So, Fat Man?
Yes.
Take us away.
I'm sailing away to the $1 million championship. And I can't do that.
I'm waiting for you to let it go, but you couldn't. Oh, before I forget, obviously you're listening to us on a Saturday, or later, depending on when this actually downloads, and you're actually listening to us. But this past Tuesday, we did a brand new episode of the Fat Horseman featuring Fat Man and Ryan. They covered NWA 73rd anniversary show.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I actually got it right. So check that out. It's exclusively on Facebook. We might be doing that more often, doing some random live shows like that. But yeah, check it out. Sorry.
So no, you're good. So the way that I think we're going to be breaking this down is that there's just so much wrestling that Ryan and I watch, which I don't really watch all that much wrestling, but to make this show a little bit more digestible, we're really only going to do WWE, AEW, and strictly for Chip, New Japan on this show. And on the Fat Horseman, we'll do Impact, ROH, and NWA.
Are you doing any indie stuff too?
Fuck the indies. No one cares about wrestling anymore.
That's a lie, Fat Man. Or, yeah, Sleazy, we will touch on indie stuff. That'll probably be the episodes that I run. But yes. I think that the main show doing WWE, AEW, and Chip's fucking New Japan fantasy, and the other show kind of doing the other stuff that is a nice split up for it. Second off, I got to get this out before we talk about the show. Unpopular opinion, Cole O'Reilly was the worst match on this card, and that match was still great.
Wow.
I hope you step on a fucking Lego, because it was not the worst match of the show, and I'll get to it when we talk about it. So anyway, as I was saying, $1 Million Championship, which now doesn't exist anymore. Cool. Awesome.
I mean, yeah.
LA Knight defends against Cameron Grimes. 16 minutes and 31 seconds. I got Canton star ratings.
I've got Meltzer's.
Thank you for doing that. Can't give this 3.5. I agree. Really good match. Grimes almost killed himself with that Spanish fly spot.
Spanish fly thing.
Oh my god.
I thought he was dead.
I thought he was dead too.
He hits that so smoothly every other time he tries it. And then the lady's like, oh, I'm finally getting a belt and a push. Oh, I'm just going to break my neck.
Right. It was bad. And I thought they were kind of seeming like they were waiting around for some spots. But other than that, I thought it was a really good match. Cameron Grimes went over. Ryan?
I'm very, very happy this payoff finally fucking happened. I wanted Grimes to have that belt like 17 years ago. Like, he come back when he won the money and this leading up to this whole DiBiase thing. This, you fucking stupid internet marks, is the one thing you bitch about wrestling these days. And there's no long-term storytelling. And when you get long-term storytelling, you bitch about long-term storytelling because you want it right now, but you want the build. This was a perfect little build from the start of him winning the money, the references to the $1 Million Man, to bringing the belt back, to having him lose twice before he finally gets the belt. Like, all of this angle was fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I don't disagree with that assessment. The problem I have with it is the payoff fell flat in front of the live audience.
Huh?
I thought this should have been a huge moment, and it really wasn't. At least
Why do you say that?
Well, it felt like the live audience. Now, I'm saying specifically the live audience, not us marking out for fucking Cameron Grimes. The live audience wasn't as reactive to the title win. And I feel like that...
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
They popped like a motherfucker.
I don't think they popped as hard as that. I really don't. Because this should have been this huge moment. And it was the opening match of... I don't know. For me, it felt like it was just a little flat. But...
It's okay. You can be wrong.
I mean, what else is new? I mean...
You're always wrong.
I gave this 3.5.
What was fuckhead star ratings?
Well,
I actually got Meltzer's too. I'm writing it down right now.
It's 3.75. 3 3/4. I got him. I'll get him. It's fine. I got it. You do Ken. I'll do Meltzer's fucks.
You're wrong.
Yeah. I feel like the Thunderdome era has affected your ability to hear real pops from canned pops on TV now. Sleazy,
it's very possible that's the case. I legitimately believe that it's a problem. It's a problem for me. So I will concede to that.
Yeah, because I thought that crowd was hot for that whole fucking match. NXT Women's Championship. Raquel Gonzalez defends against Dakota Kai. 12 minutes, 24 seconds. Ken gave it 3.5 stars. Sleazy, you're the one who's wrestling.
Meltzer gave it 3.5 stars. I gave it 3 stars. It was a match that made it look like Dakota was going to could potentially win, but there was no chance in hell that Raquel was losing the title. So it was a pretty decently put together match. It was for NXT women's. It was good. It didn't blow off my socks, but it wasn't bad. Like in comparison to pretty much every main roster match that's on a Raw or SmackDown these days.
Ryan.
I feel like Shawn Michaels and Diesel had a fantastic match. And it clearly was better than the WrestleMania 11 bout. Like, but I'm on the same person. That whole match, I was watching this going, oh, Raquel Gonzalez isn't going to lose. And then Dakota Kai keep doing stuff. And I'm like, they might actually pull the trigger on this. Like, and storyline wise, like they had it mapped out so well that if Dakota Kai had to win, they claimed it about how Gonzalez couldn't keep without Dakota Kai's health, and even when she turned to a face, like it was all there. That if they decided to do the switch, it would have made sense. It would have been just as good because team kick.
Yeah.
I guess I'm wrong. I also gave it 3.5 stars. Gonzalez's best match so far. She still looked a little green in some spots, but she improved a lot. Dakota Kai was the perfect opponent for her for everything Ryan said. The storyline made sense, and Dakota Kai will protect her and make her look as good as she possibly could.
She BK did her job very well.
Okay. NXT United Kingdom Championship. Walter! defends against Ilya Dragunov, 22 minutes and 3 seconds.
Yo, dog, I heard you like WrestleMania 25.
I wrote down...
What did I tell you, Fat Man? What did I tell you?
I wrote down 4 words in my notes. What were those 4 words?
Why wasn't this last?
Match of the year.
Ding, 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 ding.
Also true.
Match of the year. Fucking phenomenal. Better than their match in October.
Mm-hmm.
I told you. I sent you that message a week and a half before. I said, that's going to be match of the year.
You did. Fucking absolutely fat. Physical as fuck. Everything you would want in a tough match. And it was just great. Kent gave it 5 stars. I gave it 5 stars. I'll let Sleazy, so I'm not reading this under, give him what Meltzer gave it. But absolutely fucking incredible.
You know what I think is the best part about the match? Almost in a very, very strange way. It was only 22 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It was not 45 minutes of that, strong style stuff. It was tight. It was nice. Everything worked out. It was British strong style at its best. And then some. I loved it. Obviously, match of the year so far without even questioning. This is the first time Meltzer has given more than 5 stars to a wrestling match in WWE.
Wrong. He gave Cole Gargano like 5.5 out of 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that the first 2 out of 3 balls?
This year, though.
No, I think it was the New York match.
No, that was last year, though.
Oh, you're talking about this year?
This year.
Oh, this year. Yeah. This year, yeah.
So
I thought you were talking about ever.
No. No, for this year. I think it'll happen again, but maybe not. I don't know how NXT is going to look. Come on. Is there anything I need to say that hasn't been said? I don't think so. The fact that he won by a sleeper is amazing. I just watch the fucking match. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
So the 2 of them walked to the back, and then they said to fucking Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, follow that, fuckers.
And they didn't.
2 out of 3 falls match. Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. First fall is a wrestling traditional match. Well, second fall is a street fight. Third fall, if necessary. Come on. It's a steel cage. 25 minutes, 20 seconds. Ken gave us 3 3/4. They had no chance after
anything that followed Walter Dragunov had no chance.
Yeah.
Anything.
Which is why I think they probably should.
There was nothing else really you were going to, unless you followed that with the women's match.
I was just going to say, put the women's match there. But 3.5, I thought it was really good. I hated the finish. Not because, O'Reilly was handcuffed into the ropes and made him submit, because it's still cage match, no rope breaks, I don't care. It was the fact is that he handcuffed him to the ropes and then just didn't try to win the match at all. Could have just walked right out the door, or over the top. I don't think it was a door, but over the top.
I'll chalk that up to that's Cole's ego coming out through the match.
But it was dumb. The whole thing was, I'm going to win the match, and then during the match, he's all like, no, I want. Yeah, okay, I guess it's Cole's ego, but I didn't like it. It was dumb.
I remember I was watching it with the boys, and I remember going. And again, it was being able to predict it, and it didn't make it bad for me. It was just being able to predict it. I was like, Kyle O'Reilly's winning the first match, which was the wrestling match, and Adam Cole's winning the street fight. And they were like, why? I was like, because they just did the reverse. Kyle O'Reilly won the street fight or the unsanctioned match. Mm-hmm. And then when they had a straight up wrestling match, Adam Cole won the wrestling match. So now you're doing the 2 out of 3 falls. If Adam Cole had to win the regular match, and Kyle O'Reilly had to win the street fight, there would have been that stigmata of Kyle O'Reilly can go with weapons, you can't beat him, and Adam Cole can beat you to a straight up wrestling match. I felt like they had to have the other guy win the match they hadn't won yet. So when it went to the steel cage match, it was like, oh, this could go either way.
All right, I agree. But after the UK title match, so again, really good match, probably the worst match that they had out of the 3, but
I'm shocked it was only 25 minutes. I mean, look at the other 2 matches. They were way longer than this. And this was effectively 3 matches.
Yeah.
But that first match went so quick.
Yeah.
The first ball.
Yeah, which I knew they were going to cut time up when they did that.
Well, the cage
And-
match was like less than 10 minutes.
It's like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
This match probably should have closed the show.
Honestly, I know this is going to push some people rub the people the wrong way. Karrion Kross versus Samoa Joe should have been like third.
No, I agree.
It wasn't really built up as much as they wanted it to. They knew.
Again, I disagree with that. I just the way that the match turned out, it didn't matter if either man won.
Right.
Well, we'll get to it in a little bit, but like I think this has been built for months. They've both been built for months, but it's just
Months?
Cole
Yeah.
O'Reilly has been built for like years.
Yeah.
So this should have been the last match.
Honestly, there shouldn't have been an NXT title match on here.
You had to get the belt off Cross. There had to be.
You could have done it on TV.
No, you had to do it. Doing the NXT title change on TV, it very rarely happens. I think it takes away from it. You need to change the belt on the pay-per-view, especially on a Sunday night when you're running after SummerSlam. You want that big moment.
The big moment would have been O'Reilly.
The way that match ended, though,
I agree, but also I think it would have been different had they done it as the main event. I don't know. If you're putting the exact same match as the main event, then yeah, I agree with you. I don't think the match would be exactly the same.
all right. What'd you give it, Susie? You've been kind of steering away from star ratings lately, I noticed.
Yeah.
They're fucking stupid.
Fuck off.
No, it's not that they're stupid. It's just that ever since we did the pandemic caused a lot of issues for me. So it's not easy for me to rate matches as much as I was doing beforehand because I'm still kind of comparing them to pandemic era matches. So it's like,
I mean, technically, though, wouldn't you lose a star rating in the pandemic era regardless because you don't have the fans? Like, for the most part, like, that's a full star of your stupid star rating gone because one of your stars is fan interaction and, like, how they engage and stuff like that.
A done match is still a done match without fans. So you're telling me it's negative dud.
yes, but to be fair, with my star ratings, I'm trying to evaluate the quality of the match itself as much as possible. Because there are matches that I don't like, but are high quality. And it happened on the SummerSlam show, where I wasn't a huge fan of one of the matches I gave 4 stars to. So, I mean, it happens, but I'm trying to be as objective as possible, and sometimes it's not easy. And as for this, I give this 4 stars. Meltzer gave it 4.5 stars.
Yup.
The fuck is he smoking?
What the fuck are you smoking in this 4 stars?
It still was a good wrap up to the end of this feud. Because let's be honest here. Either Cole's going to the main roster or Cole's gone.
Yep.
So in this ecosphere or whatever, it's gone. It's done. This was it. This was the blow off. You'll never see this again unless Cole resigns and Kyle O'Reilly comes up to the main roster, and then they're destined to do this forever.
NXT Championship. Karrion Kross defends against Samoa Joe. 12 minutes, 24 seconds. Ken gave this 3 stars. And even at that, I think he's an overrated piece of shit. Joe looked gassed about 3 minutes into this match.
Mm-hmm.
He was like 10 steps behind on everything he did after.
But it's okay, folks. The crowd chanted for Jeff Hardy.
Fuck them, by the way.
Yeah.
And 2 stars, it was meh.
Wow, you're being generous.
Oh, you think I was being generous on that?
I think you were being generous as hell. I gave it a 1.25.
Oh.
Meltzer gave it 3.5 stars. This was garbage. This is a garbage match, and what the fuck is going on here?
And then Ryan saw like,
I'm giving it,
I thought Cole O'Reilly was the worst match.
Okay, I'm going to say it this way. No. Wait. Whoa. If you think this match was better than Cole O'Reilly,
Would you like me to explain why?
I hope you step on a Lego.
Would you like me to explain why?
Sure.
The moment at the end with Joe winning the belt back.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, no.
No, and No, screw the 2E, because you know what I'm like. You guys critique and pick out the quality of the matches, and I get that for the most part. But in this, you could have, like you said, a match that you don't like, but it was 4 stars because of it. This, like how I said about SummerSlam with Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie, that match for the wrestling side wasn't the best. I understand, but the storyline of progression and everything that came after it, in terms of how it flowed that night at SummerSlam, is what made that match good for getting across the point. Cross was an unbeatable monster, and the only person he acted afraid of at all was Joe. Joe finally gets his match and finally gets in and beats him. Cross was going anyways. Whoever beats Joe now is going to get a nice rub. This is why I like the match, because I love the finish to it in terms of Joe getting the belt back.
Cross was such an unbeatable monster that he lost to Jeff Hardy via roll-up of death. Cool. Fuck you.
Yeah, I feel like you are forgetting the key part of that, because it makes your argument invalid, is that Jeff Hardy used the ropes too. Well, I'm sorry to bring in the things that make your argument invalid, but
it don't matter. He lost to Jeff fucking Hardy. He lost to a drug addict.
Jeff Hardy cheated to win, and they counted it as a veteran wily move.
It wasn't a wily move. He was drunk and he couldn't find the bottle with his feet. That's what fucking happened. He was looking for a fucking bottle, so he found the ropes and the ref didn't see it. He didn't.
The only time Cross lost clean on the main roster was the Keith Lee. And Keith Lee's also really good. Still a couple of weeks after. No, Cross is an unbeatable monster in NXT. Funny enough, it's just people are looking at it the other way, going always on the main roster now. You had to get the belt off him. You had to give somebody that would be believable. Nobody on that fucking roster, unless your name is Pete Dunne, was believable enough to beat Karrion Kross. That's why they brought Joe.
The way Joe performed in that match, I could have beat Joe with one arm.
Wait a second, Ryan. A wise Canadian once told me, fuck you.
Wait. Hold on there. Did you just oxymoron yourself? A wise Canadian?
I know.
Do they even exist?
Yeah, right here.
That's like a black
right
Russian.
here.
That's like a black Russian. Are there even any out there?
I don't give a fuck. I'm Pop Sleazy. I'm good.
Sleazy's corpse and it's over. God damn it.
A wise Canadian once said,
fuck ye. Jesus. I have nothing more to say other than the fact that this was a garbage match, and I'm not happy that Joe won. I'm not thrilled with the fact that this is our exodus of Karrion Kross after they've done so much to build him up. Is he a heel? Is he a not heel? I don't know. Heels have hot blondes as valets, right?
I'm not playing this game today.
Okay. So when he gets to be full on gladiator on Monday Night Raw and run through a bunch of jobbers until he gets fed to somebody big, what's going to happen?
Cool.
I don't care.
The only jobber he's beat is fucking Humberto Carrera. Everybody else has been a former champion in one way or another. So
and by the way, why did he have a competitive match with him last night? If he's this unstoppable monster, shouldn't he run through him? He's a competitive
for the same
match.
Reason that.
Oh, fuck.
For the same reason that everybody else has competitive matches on the main roster. It's whatever Vince McMahon is into. Luckily enough, with Jeff Hardy and the COVID scare, that 50-50 booking that he was going to do with Karrion Kross went out the window.
So, thank you, COVID? Wait a second. So, thank you, COVID?
I was going to do it with Humberto Carrillo.
Why would you not take Humberto Carrillo, who's a really good wrestler, and give him a little bit of a shine to make that victory by Karrion Kross seem that much better? Yeah, he still kind of ran through him, but Humberto had those signs of maybe? Question mark?
There was no maybe in that match. No maybe. None at all.
If it was a competitive match, there clearly was a fucking maybe.
It should have been a competitive match. That's my point. He should have beat him in like 30 seconds. Anyway, final thoughts on the show. Really good show because it's an NXT show, except for the main event. Ryan's fucking cracked. Other than that, yeah.
Best show of the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beat
Same.
SummerSlam, blew Rampage out of the water.
This is not a surprise.
I think UW blew Rampage out of the water. We'll be right back after this. Okay, news and rumors?
Sure.
All right,
Rumors
last week.
and news.
Don't you be ass backwards again. I know you're Canada. You're backwards. So we touched on it very briefly about how a fan got kicked out of an NXT taping for posting spoilers.
We did?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I don't
even
think-
remember that.
I think we just said, "Oh, did you hear about the fan getting kicked out of the NXT?" And I was just like, "No."
Oh, okay.
So he went online and so he rubbed his eyes
I'm waiting for him being a fucking mark.
and released a statement. He made several
He
points.
released a statement. He has a Twitter account. He didn't release a fucking statement.
Number one,
Fuck you.
Ryan, you're gonna love this. I'm a journalist. Literally, that's what it said. It's my job to report on news and ongoings in the world of professional wrestling that includes spoilers from a pre-taped show. I had access to in-demand information that no one else did, so I did my job and reported it. Simple as that. That's point one.
Point 1 of his manifesto.
Yep.
On Twitter.
No, dude, it's like 8 points.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Point
Why?
2, I'm not trying to overthrow the hierarchy of WWE. If you read my report, there's not a single negative thing about the show included. I did, however, make sure to note the great things that happened within the report. My report was the opposite of a smear campaign on NXT. Not the point. 3, the spoilers we posted, not I, we. He was from website. I ain't gonna even fucking promote him. The spoilers we posted were not affecting NXT viewership in the slightest. Nobody is reading my report, so they do not have to watch NXT. If you're reading my report, you're either never intending on watching in the first place, or you don't care if the show is spoiled them. The problem is, with the internet, is you post spoilers, and literally every dirt sheet is going to pick up those spoilers. And if you read dirt sheets, just because it's your column, doesn't mean that no one's going to copy and paste it and put it on their website.
Yep.
4, nobody that goes to NXT signs a non-disclosure agreement. Nothing even resembling a non-disclosure agreement for that matter. We agree to terms on a COVID liability form, and that is the beginning and the end of any signature we put down. I didn't take a single photo or video, but I was told that my uploading of spoilers fell under the recording part of the no recording of picture taking messages as they played before the show. Sleazy, I want your thoughts on that right now.
First of all, it doesn't fucking matter if it was or not.
Yep.
Because WWE, even though they're a public company, is hosting a show that they're producing, and they can kick you out for whatever the fuck they want, because it is a it's a private company, effectively.
Yes.
In that respect. As for whether or not are you trying to get my take on whether or not posting spoilers is considered recording?
Yeah.
No, it's not, but
okay.
It's a moot point.
Okay.
You're recording the fucking results. Yes, it is. Just because the record is not an actual camera or a microphone, you're still writing them down. You're keeping the records of the results by posting them online.
Yeah, but if
Don't fucking post the spoilers.
It's a distinction with here's the thing. If I leave the show and I go talk to Fat Man and say, "Hey, I saw on the live taping that they're pushing Gargano all the way up and then he's going to win the title." Is that me recording the show?
If you say it to Fat Man, just you and Fat Man, no. If you post the fucking spoiler, yes.
Yeah, but that's not... what are you considering recording? Putting it online?
The reportiness. That so other people...
Hey, he's a journalist, damn it!
Yeah. And the journalist should have known better that WWE doesn't want spoilers out there like that.
Okay. That's fine.
Shitty for Buddy, but like, you're a fucking idiot. You understand that they don't like spoilers getting out like that.
I 100% agree with you. My problem isn't the fact that...
What's the term of recording? To me, I don't think that's recording.
It's not recording. It isn't recording, but it also doesn't matter because if WWE doesn't want you there, you're fucking out. And it doesn't matter why.
Okay.
They're making the justification of it by claiming it's recording, but that doesn't matter because if WWE said, well, he tried to whip out his cock and we decided to throw him out because of it, and that didn't actually happen, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Well,
get back to what else he says. He goes, not trying to be a dead horse, but if you don't want to see spoilers, then don't click on my article. It's really that simple. Again, went through it. You posting spoilers goes through every dirt sheet, makes its way around. So just because it's your article doesn't mean it's not posted everywhere else. And then he goes, be a little prick. My article was viewed over 10,000 times last night, so I don't want to hear that people don't want to see spoilers slam.
Wait, is that 0.6 or 7? I've forgotten now.
Section 6.
oh, this is some manifesto.
But at the same time, you said that your article was viewed 10,000 times in a night. If that's your article viewed 10,000 times a night, what is everyone else's a copy-paste audience? So yes, it does affect their ratings. Somewhat. I'm not saying hugely.
Ratings don't matter. What the fuck are we doing here?
I know ratings don't matter, but that's not the point he's taking. The point he's taking, his article doesn't affect ratings when in fact it actually does. Most importantly,
oh my god.
to the people who, that somebody just got on his website and bashed the shit out of it.
Hurt me, please.
Okay. And then that's it. I'm not going to read the last point because anyway.
It's fucking ridiculous is what it is.
Yes. I mean,
you got caught.
You were caught, and then you were caught doing something that other people in the past got caught doing and kicked out for, and now you're bitching and complaining that you got caught for doing something that WWE doesn't want you to do.
No one cares, brah.
Yeah.
That's it. No one cares.
Okay. Let's talk about what Ryan's favorite moment of last weekend was. Last weekend, the weekend before, was Lesnar's return. And the bullshit.
Not only my favorite moment, the best moment of the weekend last weekend. And I'll fight anybody on that.
The bullshit that Meltzer puts in this article, Sleepy.
I have a heart condition, damn it.
According to...
Fuck Dave Meltzer.
Dave Meltzer.
Can we get that in stereo? 1, 2, 3... Fuck Dave Meltzer. God damn it!
At all. Fuck off. Anyway, Brock Lesnar's WWE return at SummerSlam was a last-minute decision that was put together for a number of reasons. Some were related to a relationship with Fox, John Cena leaving again, and of course, CM Punk signing with AEW. It was noted that the situation between Fox and WWE is always up and down, with one key issue being how SmackDown on Fox is to promote Peacock, which is NBC Universal streaming service, and Fox has had his own streaming service that they're rolling out. Punk reportedly has a good relationship with Fox, where he also made the deal to be on WWE Backstage on FS1 last year. And Fox officials were among the first to congratulate Punk on the rating success that his Rampage debut brought. Okay, I wasn't going to bring it up because ratings don't matter, but I am going to bring it up. First episode of Rampage, 780,000. Next, 1.2 million, Punk's debut. This one, 750,000. So people literally watched the CM Punk and then left. Which is great, because CM Punk's a draw. But just, whatever. Ratings don't matter. Fox officials were reportedly very upset that WWE didn't make a big offer to Punk to keep him from going to AEW. It was noted that because of this, politically, WWE felt like they needed to get Lesnar and Becky Lynch to SmackDown right away. It appears there's nothing to any rumors of AEW wanting to sign Lesnar because of the big money it would take to get him. They are paying Punk buku money. So that's bullshit right there. But
I'm going to have to quit this show. I can't do this.
I love doing this because fucking it pisses me off so much. But
I can't do this.
The Observer says one story going around is that Vince McMahon did not know that WWE wasn't going to sign Lesnar. And that factored into Lesnar's negotiation with WWE. It was noted that Lesnar's signing likely had little to do with Vince or Fox being worried about Lesnar signing with AEW as much as it was WWE needed to have a big news story for the weekend to counter Punk's debut. There's one. Okay,
that sounds stupid because there was two big stories from WWE out of SummerSlam. So that means one had to have been a counteraction to Punk, and the other one was just oh no, fuck Dave Meltzer. Oh, they were both punked because AEW. Oh, shut up.
So, from my understanding, is
From your
From your
my
source.
is Becky Lynch was a last minute decision because Sasha Banks couldn't make it. Lesnar has been rumored for SummerSlam for months.
Yep.
Legitimately, too. I mean,
Yes.
it's months and months. We've been talking about that.
So, and the people we're reporting, the people that I am reading that news off of was Dave Meltzer himself.
So, Meltzer believes that the vast majority of his $11.99 audience, and with all due respect to anybody who pays $11.99 for his horse shit, wow, I've gotten really Bruce Pritchardy about this shit. It's terrible. Yeah. And I can't believe I've been, in agreement with Bruce Pritchard for so long about this.
Come on,
but
stepbrother love, get to the point.
Well, no, he thinks that his viewers are fucking
stupid.
that they have no memory.
They're dumb.
And you listen to it on Twitter. Yes, I know, Fat Man, he blocked you on Twitter, but he does this all the fucking time. And when he gets called on his bullshit, he blocks people. He gets called on his bullshit. He goes, "No, that's not what I said. No, that's literally what was happening." Or, "You're absolutely right. Plans change." You fucking goddamn.
And he calls
Carney.
Bruce Pritchard a con artist. He's the con artist.
Yeah. Bruce Pritchard's just a carny, but he's outright a con artist. He's been conning people for years for $11.99 a month.
He's reported the news and saying, "Oh, it's a last minute decision." Fuck you. Lesnar's new contract needs to be roughly 18 months at about around 8 to 10 matches. And
You basically got Lesnar locked down for 2 WrestleManias.
essentially, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole Meltzer thing, I had to read just to fucking get sleepy going.
You can't keep doing this to me. I won't be able to survive these shows.
Let's keep it going. Did you guys see the Brandy Rhodes tweet?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she tweeted, "This may start some shit, but let's talk. I see a lot of people complaining on here that there isn't enough black talent featured in wrestling yet. When black talent out there busting in the main events and holding championships, where's the love? Am I just missing it?" She got a major backlash for her when she had to delete the tweet.
Why? Because it's not happening in AEW right now?
The chief branding officer and your husband runs the company. How many black people have been in the main event of AEW? 0.
Whatever. Honestly, that doesn't matter to me. I really don't believe that matters, because at the end of the day, the tweet was about black wrestlers in general. And legitimately, you have, I don't want to say it this way, but 2 people who are not white at the head of their respective brands on WWE.
Yeah.
And technically, there's not a single white person holding a top WWE belt right now.
No.
So
that's another point that's another point that fans were making too, was all like, "Am I missing it?" Yeah, you are. Very much so missing it. Like,
I mean,
I know it's not big for us privileged white people, but it was mostly legit black people coming after her. It wasn't white people.
right.
Like, it was black people coming after her. It's like, "You're stupid as fuck." Like,
Honestly,
so I honestly, I'm not trying to like bash AEW or nothing, but you can't sit there and say that when you are literally, your job is to brand the company. Not make the matches or nothing, but to brand it. And nobody that is African American is branded well.
right now, no. You're absolutely right in that.
So you can't make that tweet. That's my.
I disagree with that to an extent, because she's giving praise to, frankly speaking, another company, yes, but it's a showing that it's not all bad. If that makes any sense.
No, I get it.
And I feel like that her getting attacked over that, it's kind of weird.
It's Twitter.
No, because don't run your fucking mouth.
That is
That's
this
what you
show in a nutshell.
Run your mouth.
I am shocked we haven't been thrown off the air more than we have now. Hot take. I think she's, happy that other people are getting chances that wouldn't normally have gotten a chance. So, I don't know.
No, I did not read that at all. I read that as, yes, we have so many African Americans busting their ass. Am I missing something? Yeah. Multiple somethings you're missing. That's how I read it. As in, you have Bobby Lashley, WWE champion. You have Bianca Belair as the women's champion. You had Sasha Bianca main event at WrestleMania. You had Kobe Kingston as the WWE champion 2 years ago. Like, you had Fire and Flavor and fucking Impact on their tag team titles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's...
Meanwhile, we've got Miro holding the secondary belt. Yes. And then they've got the tag straps and the main strap in the middle of this stupid, ridiculous elite gimmick. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. But to sacrifice the story just cause?
I'm not saying they should sacrifice the story now.
Well, that's what the
I'm just saying, they're
is.
just saying, like, it was more, to me, I took it more as, like, the Divas Revolution type thing. Like, it's going to take time to build these people up. But, like, can't go out there and say, why aren't more people getting pushed when it's like you run a company, literally can do that. You just choose not to. And again,
I mean, number one, she's not booking the place. Number two,
her husband is.
Yeah.
And her husband is white and he married a black person. It's not like he's racist.
Okay.
Don't worry. They'll push that mocha baby in 18 years.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Well, am I wrong?
I am not.
He's not Triple H.
Some of my best friends are white.
I'm not racist. I own several color TVs.
I just prefer black girls, the brown girls, the cafe au lait, the caramel girls, and mocha girls.
He's singing the song underneath a blanket that his white girlfriend gave him.
If you're a cracker, you better get blacker, or else you best get out.
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to tiptoe around this, but I think that the next tag champs are going to be Private Party. So
gross. To be fair, the next tag champs are going to be fucking Lucha Bros when they win it all out.
I don't think so.
They're not white, so
I mean they're Mexican. So there you go.
Progress,
diversity. But I really do believe Private Party is going to win the tag straps before too long.
Wasn't outside of Nakamura winning the IC title a couple of weeks ago, hasn't there been a black Intercontinental Champion all of fucking 2021?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, but black people are held down, though. Sorry, foolish mind. I watch stuff, and apparently
so Ryan and I are on the same page. We'll see. Try be like, don't go on social media and attack people, which, again, you really shouldn't be attacking them, but they have...
We're going to talk about this over and over and over again because... at the end of the day, Twitter's just one big fucking flame war. It doesn't matter. Your opinion is wrong. It is dealing with Fat Man 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
But I'm right all the time.
And that's why you never go on Twitter, folks, right there. So, I mean,
I'm never on Twitter.
Yeah, because
you can't block me and then he took all my fun away. So, I mean, speaking of black people, Keith Lee, he's been designated to short squash matches, and they're trying to refine Lee and decide what works best for him moving forward.
Refined him?
Essentially, because of his heart condition, they want to have him redefined.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
I'm sorry, refined. Not refined.
I thought you meant like refine his character, not his physical ability.
Instead of like, no, that's it too. Pretty much trying to make him a monster heel. Because
that's what Karrion Kross is. What the hell are you doing?
Karrion Kross right there, and then they fucking had a drug addict. So, new class of wrestlers at the Performance Center include Joseph Fatu, which is the younger brother of the Usos and son of Rikishi.
He's not being booked until he has 2 DUIs. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Ben Buchanan, which is the son of Bull Buchanan.
Okay.
Bobby Stevenson, is the older brother of Gabriel Stevenson, who just won the Olympic gold medal and appeared at SummerSlam. Joshua Dawkins, who was trained by Devon, and is the nephew of legendary NBA legend Darrell Dawkins. And Jessica, I'm going to butcher her last name. Wanya Kato? She was a member of the 2016 U.S. National Gymnast Team. And Brady Booker, who was a former football player at the University of South Dakota.
Look at them grab all that indie talent.
And all of those people, when I looked at that class, I legit went, WWE doesn't need fucking indie guys no more. Like, they have their own, they're going to churn out stars, and they're going to be stars regardless, because that machine keeps going, and it's not going to matter. Sorry, all you, I love this term, vanilla fucking midgets.
Ha!
Go make your name in AEW where midgets are king. Right? You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Like, you're supposed to be the alternative anyways, but yeah, go make your name in AEW. Because that's where you're going to go. If you're a big guy, don't go to AEW. They're going to treat you like shit.
Just ask Lance Archer.
In fact, Lance Archer came in and should have been a monster. And then got fed to Cody. Then he got fed to Moxley. And again, Archer still come out as a big fella, and you'll look at him, and you'll be like, okay, but a big guy does not go well in AEW. That's not their style. They don't want it. And even if you get a big monster, you're going to get a big monster, but you're not going to book them right.
Yep. So AEW's slow progression into turning to WCW is
nearly complete.
They're now going to be taping Dark at Universal Studios.
Oh, God, don't go saying that around too many people. They'll freak out and be like, there's no WCW, even though everything fucking points to it.
Yo, dog, I heard you like WCW.
AEWCW. So Danielson's debut will be at All Out. They moved it up apparently because he was supposed to debut at the New York show, and now they're moving it up.
I still don't believe he's actually been signed. I love how people talk about it like, he's going to debut here. The fuck, you guys? You're going to look like fucking idiots if he isn't signed.
So,
well, they kind of got to force their hands, and this is why I go back to the same thing of this is why Lesnar's return was better than Punk's return. They're surprised. The element of surprise there. I don't give a fuck. Again, that's great. Oh, we're in Chicago. We might be debuting Punk in his hometown. Oh, the pop was good. Nobody knew Lesnar was there. And even though we talked about it earlier, yeah, Lesnar was rumored for SummerSlam, but at no point did it ever get to the big fucking, oh my God, of like, oh, Punk's definitely coming, Punk's definitely coming. And like, everybody forgot about Lesnar, which made that moment better.
Yeah. So I want to touch on this a little bit. Tony Khan actually went on the Wrestling Observer Radio.
Of course he did.
And
well, he's paying for it.
Right. But
full dick and balls. Full dick and balls. I mean, tickling the taint and everything.
It now actually gives these fuckers credibility now that the owner of a big-time wrestling company is coming on their show. And that's what I want to talk about. It's like, why'd you do that, Tony? Why? Now Mouser's going to be all like, well, I told Khan, and I got inside information. Yep.
The reality is I'm just jealous, but still.
Yeah, I know you want to suck dick. Yeah, I just hate it. I hate it. It gives fucking these dirt sheet writers even more credibility. As I'm reporting dirt sheet news.
I mean, we're nothing if not hypocrites on the show.
Right.
We are wrestling journalists.
And apparently Jim Ross is going to transition out of a full-time commentating role. And somebody tweeted at him.
I love how you say apparently because
Jim Ross, somebody tweeted him that article. Jim Ross goes, well, that's fucking news to me.
Fucking great. Fucking great.
And here's the thing. Guess who reported it?
Dave Meltzer? Excuse me.
Have Tony Khan on your show.
Excuse me. Fuck Dave Meltzer. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You have Tony Khan on your show. And yes, Tony Khan's not going to spill the beans of anything going on because they asked him about if Danielson was coming to AEW. He's like, I can't speak on that.
Shock of shocks, whatever.
Like, you want me to. I know you do, but I can't. So at least he said something right. But you think Meltzer has all this inside information? Jim Ross is like, well, I didn't fucking hear that. Or Jim Ross is just playing it like trying to save face or something. The 10-1 SmackDown was moved from New Orleans due to Hurricane Ida, and it got moved to Baltimore. As much as I hate New Orleans, I don't want to see another hurricane hit that area.
Didn't it already hit?
It hit.
It hit. All right.
Yeah, so our hearts go out to the people in New Orleans. They have to rebuild again, sadly. As much as I hate the city, but that has nothing to do with it. Well, it has something to do with the people there. But again,
some of the people. There's always going to be bad apples in a city. Some cities have more bad apples than others, but as a general rule, they're just trying to make life good for themselves. And New Orleans is always going to be a huge piece of American culture in that respect. So yeah, it's sad what happened, and we're obviously everyone here at the wrestling show gives them hope and, good luck.
Yep. So the name of the January 1st pay-per-view in Atlanta is
New Year's Dash.
No.
New Year's Revolution.
No.
New Year Baby.
It's so stupid.
They didn't call it like the day one or something, did they?
Oh, you fucking knew it. Day one.
Is it day one? No, I thought they called it the first day, honestly.
Day one.
Oh, fucking stupid shit. God damn it.
Why is it stupid?
It's
because
stupid.
You like it.
I'm asking a question, and you can't give me a valid answer.
Because it's the stupid fucking name.
I'm just asking questions here.
You have New Year's Revolution right there. Right there. And you have to say day one. So I guess the Raw, because this is a Saturday show, is going to be day 3.
Actually, you're mispronouncing the name of the show. It's day 1-ish.
So dumb. But I kind of understand why they're not using New Year's Revolution. Because
it's married with fucking blood.
Well, that too. But also the fact there's like all these revolutions popping up, like Black Lives Matter and stuff like that in recent years. So maybe they want to try to distance themselves from revolution.
And yet they still have...
I think it's brilliant. Let's call the show on the first of the year, day 1. Well done, boys.
Unless it starts, like they reset everything. Like literally, they go full 2000 WCW and reset everything. It's a stupid name.
Yo, dog, give me all your belts. We're shaking things up a bit.
And then we never see the TV player again.
So just face it, it's dumb. I got news on 3 separate women's wrestlers at the end of the show. Paige's contract ends next June. Okay. But she wants to return to the ring. She really statement says, my contract is up about 10 months. Who knows if they're going to resign me or not, but I want to return to the ring, and I want Twitch to be a part of my new contract.
Good luck with that.
Yep.
Why not? She can have great luck with that. I think that all depends on if WWE will let her wrestle or not. If they will, she'll stay there. If they won't, she's probably going to go fuck off somewhere else.
She's probably going to AAA.
You're trying to get a reaction, and it ain't going to work.
Damn it. Tried so hard. Got so far. In the end, it doesn't even...
I love you.
Sasha.
Are you fucking done over there? Hey, why is that blanket pitching a tent?
Why is that small tent arising there?
There you go.
She's going to hopefully
sign with AEW. Yes, go on.
Return at the Madison Square Garden SmackDown on the 10th. Still no reason as to why she was out. I still think it's COVID related. But apparently it's nothing that's physically wrong with her, so I don't know.
Wait a second. You mean just like there was nothing wrong with Asuka, right?
Right.
Well, let's see if that's actually true. Oh, wait, look at her Twitter. There's a wonderful new picture of her with the dentist that she was with. Now, if you guys remember, way back in March, she got her tooth knocked out because people aren't safe in the ring.
Say it. Who isn't safe in the ring, Susan?
I'm not saying.
Why won't you say Shayna Baszler?
I'm not going to.
Why don't you say Nia Jax?
Because it wasn't Nia Jax to kick Asuka.
He's still not
That's
safe
true.
in the ring. It don't matter.
That's true. That is also true.
You watched Raw last night?
I have some interesting supposition for you guys for that one too. But anywho, she finally got her tooth implant put in, and she took a picture with the doctor in her air cast. Apparently, she's been nursing a broken arm for a while.
Oh.
Oops. You fucking idiots.
She did hurt her arm a couple months ago. Remember I said I thought Asuka was hurt?
Mm-hmm.
And then she still wrestled?
Yep.
So
Remember how everyone said, well, she's not injured. They just don't know what to do with her. Nope, that was bullshit, as usual.
all right, last news sleazy, and it's on Io Shirai.
Okay. I've not heard anything about this, so.
Okay, sleazy. She hasn't been used in a long time.
You
Sounds
say
like
that
Asuka.
again.
Sounds like Asuka.
Racist.
The situation hasn't been used in a long time. The situation, you fucking piece of shit. So I gotta tell you, sleazy, brace yourself.
Okay.
Here we go. She's fine. She wrestled at the NXT tables.
I know. I saw the spoilers from the guy that got kicked out.
Oh, okay. Then that was no news. I saved it for last. I didn't even know it. That was dumb.
Well, did you hear about the whole Charlotte Nia Jax thing? Obviously, you guys watched Raw.
How some of it was shoot.
People are claiming a shoot, and then maybe it wasn't a shoot. They're just trying to make it look like a shoot. Some people are saying no, they're just fucking sloppy.
I think this is just what I think.
As your unbiased opinion as a wrestling journalist.
Thank you.
There was one instance before this shit started where Nia Jax fucking dropped Charlotte hard.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Looked like on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And Charlotte then started getting really fucking stiff with her. And then Nia got stiff back. So I think Charlotte was just pissed off that Nia Jax was unsafe in the ring and wanted to just start throwing hands. It made the match better, but very unsafe because Nia Jax isn't safe in a working environment. So
she killed Kairi Sane.
yeah.
I will never forgive her for that.
I mean, there's some stuff that I just want to forgive her, like actually existing.
It's okay. She's related to The Rock. She ain't going anywhere.
That's why she's got a job.
Ryan, what's your Twitter?
Ryan Buck 85.
And I am at TWS Sleazy.
TWS Fatman.
And the show is at Sleazy Fat Man on Twitter and then Instagram. Once again, Fat Man Ryan doing the whole new thing on Facebook, so keep an eye out for that on Tuesdays. We'll see how this goes.
Not every Tuesday.
Just randomly on
when,
Tuesdays.
Just when there's a
Big show-ish.
big show-ish.
Okay.
See, that's what they should have named that one show.
Big show-ish.
Ish.
And they still own the rights to Big Show, so
That's what
why
I'm
not?
saying.
Why not?
That's what I'm saying.
You can find this show and all the other shows of the Gear Radio Network on GearNetwork.com and wherever you get your podcasts. What were we doing next week?
All Out.
Oh, God. It means I gotta watch All Out? Well, I guess I think I can handle that. But with thanks to Ryan, and he points to me, and as always, for Sleazy,
For the Fat Man.
this is the Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Fuck Kenny Omega. Fuck Nick Gage. A hot dog's on a fucking sandwich. And fuck Hulk Hogan.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The blood shedding your name. When there's nothing to gain, all the world gone sad.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.